Hey guys, in 2022, NIO is expected to sell over 200,000 cars, or so an analyst at Warm Financials claims. With all the chip shortages and factory closures, it'd be nearly impossible for NIO to hit 150,000 vehicles in 2022. However, let's dig in and find out why this analyst at a Warm Financial thinks that NIO will be able to sell 200,000 cars in 2022. The first thing we'll discuss is how much is NIO Jack producing at the Hefei plant. According to reports, their actual production rate before an upgrade was 120,000, and now it's gonna after the upgrade they're projecting an average output of about 250,000. That sounds really good, and that sounds like we could hit our numbers already. Because of the current situations like chip shortages and factory closures, we're told that, hey, we aren't reaching this capacity. So what gives? Let me know if you're liking the information so far by hitting that subscribe button and giving me the thumbs up to like it so that we can share this information with all other people who are looking into getting into the stock, and of course they want to know and find out more about NIO. And also don't forget to hit the ring button so that you can see when I come out with new videos as it premieres. Thank you again. Let's get back. Also, what about the NIO part? How much will it be able to produce, given that it can actually produce up to 1 million cars every year when it's fully created? However, in its first phase, let's assume that it's another 200,000 cars alone. So how much can NIO really produce when we're seeing numbers of around 500,000? Now, the real question is, how big is the chip shortages? Or how much does it affect NIO's overall production capacity? Well, that one we won't really know how much it affects it, but we can say full year of 2021 and first quarter of 2022, we can see that it wasn't really the case. The issue really came down to plant closures, upgrades, and holidays that reduced the overall output. So there might be a big worry. Even William Lee has indicated that he sees some issues with the chip shortage, but I really don't think he's talking about NIO per se. I think he's talking about the overall vehicle market, because in any of the earnings report he doesn't really indicate how much they could have produced if they didn't have X amount of chips. So that tells me there's something else here, which begs a different question. Is there a demand issue with NIO? And I can strongly say that I don't think so. I think the demand is there, especially for the ET7 and ET5. However, we cannot really figure out if this is the case with more earnings report. We're looking forward to seeing Q2, Q3, and Q4. I think we'll get a better picture every time a new earnings report comes out and every monthly sales numbers that we see month to month. This will give us a clear indication of how NIO is surviving in these kind of environments. Well, with everything that's happening right now, I think NIO can reach 200,000 cars per year. However, we have to keep an eye out for these reports that I've been mentioning. You know, it's very hard for us to really indicate. It's really hard for us to predict if NIO can keep up with the numbers. However, let's take the average ballpark of 7,000 vehicles per month. That gets us to 84,000 a year. Very low on the low ball scale, and I mean on the lower end of the scale. However, if things get better, the war, the virus cases, and also the chip shortages, which I don't think is affecting it too much as indicated, I think we'll see NIO producing more and more month over month. And that's where a lot of analysts will agree that they will actually 100% or maybe 25% increase every month of sales. So look at, in the next year, they should be roughly around 250,000 cars. So in 2023, they'll probably hit the ground running, especially if they're going to be all over the eastern countries. And hopefully by early 2023, we'll get an indicator if they will be arriving in the US. Do you think NIO can hit 200,000 cars? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I wish you guys a happy and prosperous life. Until next time, take care. Bye.